reason I love Walsingham is because you get to meet people your age who are like-minded and young Christians, and you don't always get that opportunity every day. I personally don't go to church all the time. I go to the odd service, but I never thought that it completely related to me and my age and kind of modern society. But when you come to Walsingham, you understand that Christianity can have so many different layers, and you get to ask any questions that you might have had as a young Christian, and you feel comfortable, and the people in charge always make you feel kind of welcome to ask and talk about whatever topic, and it's just a brilliant experience to meet people and make lifelong friends.
He is then.
He's probably out shopping at Waitrose. You know what he's like.
He loves a Waitrose, doesn't he?
Oh, he loves a Waitrose, and he's been enjoying his bargains during this lockdown.
Bless his heart. God, dear. Perhaps he's having trouble connecting. Oh, hang on, here he is. Let me just let him in. Bear with. Admit.
Look what he looks like now. I've not seen him
Don't
for
know.
ages.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, look, vastly improved.
Father Philip, we can't really see you.
What?
Are you eating your tea, Father?
Hold on. Oh,
Need to move your camera down, Father.
Oh, how's that?
There he is.
look
Oh,
at
no,
that.
hang on. No.
Hello.
Good. Hello. What are your crisps like? Are they nice?
Do you want a crisp?
I'd love a crisp. What shop are they from, Father Philip?
What?
Where are they from? They're not
Marxist.
Aldi, are they?
They are actually. They're reduced fat.
Oh, very good.
Are you all right?
Very well. And you?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, you're a bit close to the camera there, aren't you?
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Right up your nose.
I've got a very nice nose, I'll have you know.
Are they new
How's
glasses?
that? Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Good.
Loud and clear. Anyway, I'm glad you're both here. I've got a few questions.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've been reading that story of the creation, like it said in the booklet to do.
Yeah.
A lovely booklet.
Well done. Good booklet.
To be honest, I'm struggling with it a bit.
Oh.
I just think it's a bit far-fetched, and to be perfectly honest, I think it's a load of rubbish. I don't believe any of it.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, it's all about God creating the world, isn't it? But
yeah.
Who created God? How did he get there?
Well, God wasn't created. He's the creator.
What? Rubbish. That's just not possible. He has to have been created. You can't have things that weren't made and created at some point.
Okay, then. Let's say God isn't real. Who created the world?
The Big Bang.
And who created the Big Bang?
The universe.
And who created the universe?
No one. The universe has always been there.
Right. So just to clarify, the universe wasn't created, it was always there. So why isn't it the same for God? When you think about it, something has to have always been there, always been in existence. Think about it.
That's a good point, I suppose. Well, anyway, it's saying that God created the world in 7 days. I mean, come on, 7 days. Have you ever had a builder in to do work? 7 days? Ridiculous. And I remember learning all about the Big Bang and evolution in science, which I think happened over millions, billions of years.
So do you think that it's more likely that things just happen by chance then?
No, I don't think I believe that either. I mean, if you think about creation,
Yeah.
I mean, was it all an accident or did somebody design it? I mean, I don't know. You look at nature and you look up at the stars and the planets and the animals, and I don't think it could have happened by chance. I just don't know what to think. It's like a battle between science and the Bible, and they can't both be right, surely.
Well, look, science and being Christian does go together. God was responsible for the beginning of the universe. It was him who set things into motion, and it's him who oversees the process and who's kind of holding on to everything. Some people think that was in 7 days, but for most of us, it's not about time and how long it actually took. It's a story that's there to help us to learn about God. And it's, I suppose, a little bit like one of Jesus's parables. They're a story that are there to teach us something.
Yeah.
Don't have to choose, one thing or the other. It's just two very different kinds of things.
Oh, I thought you could only believe in one of them. I didn't realise they kind of went together. So I can believe that the world evolved over time then, but God was there as well. God helped that to happen. That's good, because I was a bit worried people might laugh at me otherwise.
Caroline, that's not the reason why people are going to laugh at your love.
Rude.
But no, of course it isn't. Pope Francis said in 2014 that the Big Bang, which today we hold to be the origin of the world, does not contradict the intervention of the divine creator, but rather requires it. That's the Pope.
But what does that actually mean?
Well, it means that God could have used the process of the Big Bang and evolution as his way of creating the world. It's not important how long God took to make the world, whether it was in days or billions of years, but that he wanted to make it and that he made it just the way he wanted it to be.
The world is not a product of chance and probability. It's not. God created it. God created it.
And more important, Caroline, the Genesis story is there to tell us who God is. It tells us something about God's personality. It tells us something about God's character and about his plan for creation. It tells us God's deepest desire, that he wants us to relate to him, that he wants to be in friendship with us, that he wants to have fellowship with the world that he has made.
He was obviously quite pleased about it though, because in the Bible it says, hang on, we find the passage, he says he thought it was good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, the material world matters to God. He sustains it all the time. Without him, the world would fall apart. It'd be chaotic. So if we neglect, if we abuse, if we spoil the environment, if we spoil the creation, we are damaging something that is so precious to God.
And also, God tells us to look after creation. He commands humankind to look after it. That's also part of what the Genesis story tells us. It tells us to take care of both living and non-living creation. We're to work at ruling and ordering creation as good stewards. you know, without abusing it, without just using it for our own selfish ends. Creation is good. God made it good. And so we've got to look after it. And by caring for the earth properly, we help it to be fruitful, we help it to play the role that God intended it to, and we help it to give glory to God in itself.
Right. Well, I think that sorted that one then. Thanks very much. Well, there's one other thing, and I kind of went on reading a bit further, and it was all about Adam and Eve and something about them being naked. Hang on.
Oh, well,
Let's just see if I can find that somewhere. Wait a minute. Hello, fathers? Oh, well, that was rude.